It can sometimes seem daunting to make the leap towards buying a second property, especially if you're still paying off your first house.
New research shows mortgage stress is on the rise, up almost 30% in Queensland and 45% nationally.
Beleaguered first home buyers in Sydney are in a perfect storm right now, hit by sky-high rents and surging property prices.
I'm not sure that these interest rate rises are smashing inflation. I am absolutely certain that these interest rate rises are smashing families.
But there is a way to make that dream a reality without even having to fork out for a significant deposit. And that's what I'm going to show you in today's video, so stay tuned. The best way to buy a second property without paying a deposit is through a tool called equity. Equity is essentially the difference between the value of your property on the market and what you own on the current home loan. For example, if your home is valued at $700,000 and you still owe $250,000 on your home loan, your home equity is $450,000. You can borrow against this equity to essentially lend more money for your purchase. Lenders will typically let you borrow up to 80% of your property's value. So in this example I just showed you, you could borrow up to 80% of the $450,000, which is $360,000. Now, that's how you work out your equity, but how do you actually access it? There are several ways, including refinancing your home loan, taking out a line of credit, using savings from an offset account as a deposit, and taking out a new loan. Let's look at how refinancing works first. Also known as cross-collateralization, this is where you use your existing home as security for the new purchase, bringing both properties under one mortgage. So, using the initial example, you'd be able to access $360,000 of your home's equity, putting it towards the second property. In this scenario, you could either go to a new lender or move to another loan with the same lender to allow you to use that equity in your home. Some find this strategy a bit of a risk because if you cannot pay your home loan, the bank can decide where the proceeds of a sale are allocated on your cross-securitized mortgage, which essentially means they could force you to sell your own home rather than one of your investment properties. So, most will opt for the option of accessing equity through a line of credit. A line of credit is basically another loan next to your current home loan and adds flexibility to your repayment process. It functions in a similar way to a credit card, allowing you to use your home equity for almost anything you wish, rather than limiting you just to another home deposit. A line of credit loan only requires you to pay the interest portion of the loan until you reach your credit limit. You can use as much or as little as the credit limit as you'd like, and only pay interest on the amount you use. This can be a tax-effective strategy for investing in property because it maximizes your tax-deductible debt by allowing you to make interest-only repayments. So, those are your options. By using your equity in this way, you minimize your risk as you're not using your actual cash reserves or savings. Saving for a deposit can also take a long time, and in that period, the price of property you want may increase substantially. So, by using the equity in your home, you benefit by getting into the property market now, at today's prices, and you can enjoy the increase in property values that time brings. Anyway guys, I hope you've learned something valuable from this video and it's opened your mind to maybe growing your property portfolio. I'd obviously highly recommend that you chat with a broker about your options because this was simply to give you an idea of how using your equity might work. Otherwise, that's it from me today. Remember to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more property investment tips and tricks. I'm Steve Palise, author of Residential and Commercial Property Investing Explained Simply. Cheers.